Hello guys, I am more than ready for this video. I feel like I'm gonna feel so good after this video. You guys have been DMing me, commenting all these questions, and I'm just so ready to just finally feel comfortable enough and be in a good mental state to even explain or answer these questions. So this video was really inspired, this psychic reading that I got for a good overview of 2023. Since last year was so freaking hard for me, I wanted to kind of I don't know, just get a little bit of guidance and just see what type of energy 2023 has in store for me. So I got this reading from today's sponsor, which is Keen. I downloaded the app on my phone and I just loved that all of the readers had a ton of different reviews, and that's how I chose my reader personally. And her reviews were amazing. People were saying her predictions actually came true, and they totally recommend her. So that is the person I did my reading on, and I don't want to go too in depth with the reading because it was very personal, but she gave me some clarity and some direction for the upcoming months, and I really feel like I'm aligning with my path right now. So if you're interested in getting a reading like I did, it's actually really easy to start. All you have to do is create an account, and then you get to choose from hundreds of advisors that are online right now. Each of the readers have a specialty, so they can provide you with a deeper understanding with your situation. And once you find someone that resonates with what you need, you can either text or just send them a call. It's super easy and it's so freaking fast, guys. I was connected with my reader within a minute. And as a new customer on Keen, you can get your first 10 minutes for only $1.99, which is up to $99 in savings. If you guys want to try it out, go to trykeen.com/Christina Way, or you can go ahead and click the link in the description down below. Okay, so we're gonna go into what everyone has been asking me, and that is what happened to Karache Kosmetics? Are you still running it? All of that. So yes, I'm still running Karache Cosmetics. It never went anywhere. The link has always been in my description. The link has always been in my bios. The link has always been working. The website is still up. I could understand the confusion, and I totally get it. It's my fault, and also I haven't been the best on communicating what has been going on. I just think that last year I went through so much. I couldn't do much, honestly. I couldn't even gather up a thought, and so that was a huge impact in the way that I worked as well, because I think right after his passing, I was really done with hustle culture, and I really just took a step back and evaluated my life and what I wanted to do, and I felt like I was just working so much. Guys, I'm telling you, with my business, with YouTube, with Instagram, with just running everything by yourself, it was so draining. I really lost myself, to be honest. I lost part of me, and then I lost another part of me, and then I lost another part of me. And all of last year I had to rebuild myself back up, but rebuild myself as myself and not through other people. And so that was just one of the things that had impacted me, and it really had me take a step back in my career and my business for a while. From there, some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, I didn't really talk about it. I did, but I didn't. My ex-boyfriend and we broke up. So it was just a lot, especially because we were living together, and honestly, we didn't have a toxic relationship during the relationship. It got toxic after we broke up, and yeah, it was just really, really bad. And so I felt I just lost another piece of me, and it was I just had days where I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't show up for myself. I couldn't show up on YouTube. I couldn't show up on Instagram. I couldn't show up online because, one, I can't fake anything. It's so hard for me to fake things, and I feel you guys could just tell the energy is off, and I just don't like that. So it was hard for me. And so yeah, I basically took a step back And when I was feeling a bit better coming back, I actually decided to make this change. And this is where everyone got super confused on like what's going on with Karache Cosmetics. I ended up, so I have two Instagrams now. One that I'm not very like active on, and then one that I'm very active on. And so what I had did was I took a big business decision to turn my Karache Cosmetic Instagram page into my own, my main page, and leave my other Instagram page as like my personal, even though I don't use it. But I just felt like with that Instagram, it was all personal. Like it was the same Instagram that I've had since like middle school. And I just felt like in a business perspective, especially because I was really wanting to take on more of a content creator role and take it more seriously, I just felt like my audience was on the Karache Cosmetics page. And so I went ahead and I made that switch. And so there's no more Instagram for Karache Cosmetics. I just felt like Karache was already established and like people already knew about the brand and about the business, and so I wasn't really worried about people not finding me or anything like that. And also like at that point I wasn't even really like posting on that page, and honestly now like looking back at it, I regret doing that, just because I am not taking Instagram as serious as I was initially trying to do. I'm more on like TikTok and like YouTube, and so I'm like, I didn't really have to do that, especially now because I'm like leaning more toward private label rather than like wholesale. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to tell people about it, but I feel weird telling people about it now because it's now my personal page. Like I can't just post a lip gloss video, you know, it just like doesn't make sense. And it probably very much confuses like any type of brands that like want to work with me on my Instagram page as well. That also answers that question of like why there's like no restocks or anything like that. Really want to go more towards private label. I have still been getting orders. That's why I like kept the website and like the private label and everything like that up, because I know that like a lot of you guys still depend on me for the private labels. Like I'm the backbone of your business, and so I would feel wrong just completely like taking that away. So the next thing I want to address is, did I move? Obviously, I did move. I've actually been in my new place for about like 4 months now, 3-4 months. And the reason for that was that, one, I wasn't in like the mental space. The reason why I moved was that like I just felt like that space no longer fit me as a person and who I was becoming. It really just represented like the life that like my ex and I had, because initially when we moved into the house, it was like the house that we were gonna like live in for a while. Like we were just settling down there, and it was like there was just like a lot of memories made there. I felt like I couldn't fully not move on from our relationship, but move on with developing the person that I'm becoming while being in that house. It just didn't suit my needs. It was too much space, honestly, for one person. Like it was almost 2,500 square feet. Like I had 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2 living areas, a huge kitchen, a huge dining room. Like it was so much, guys. And honestly, I never got done decorating or even furnishing that house because I was literally paying for all of the furniture in that house, and it just got so expensive, and like it was really stressful and draining. Every time that I got onto TikTok, I would always see the cute girls who are like single in their 20s, and like they're in their beautiful high-rise apartments, and it's decorated so cute, and it's all cozy, and it's super clean and everything. And I'm just like, I want to be that girl. Like I'm so drawn to that. So I decided to enter the phase in my life where I'm just living in my cozy little high rise. And I feel like in this space, it is just so me, guys. Like, I love the flooring, like the windows, they're black. Like, I just love how modern this apartment is, and like the design, and I just feel like it is just so me. And because the space is so small and like snug, I can actually like fully decorate it and it feel really good to me. I just feel like this place embraces the person that I'm becoming and really just represents me and my phase of life right now. The energy was beginning to get really bad at my other house, and like my ex would like pop up on me randomly. Like, how scary is it to live by yourself in this house and your house alarm literally starts going off in the middle of the night at like 2 in the morning on random days because like your ex decided to like come pop up on you, like with no call, no text. Like, it was just very uncomfortable. And like, when you're not paying any of the bills here, like, I'm sorry, sir, but you're not welcome to just like come up in my shit. Like, you just, no, like, that's just not okay. And like, whether you believe bad energy or not, I just, like, mind you guys, I lived in this house for 2 years, okay? 2 years. And I didn't, if anything, it was like cleaner now than it was before because like I lived there alone. Like, the amount of spiders and mosquitoes inside my house was absolutely insane. I've never seen so many mosquitoes in my freaking entire life. It was disgusting, guys. Like, I understand like they swarm around like still water. I would go into like a bathroom and open the toilet, and I swear, oh, I'm like 20-30 mosquitoes would fly out of the toilet. Every time that I got a cup of water, there would be a mosquito that like flew out of like the little spout from my refrigerator, like from the sink. It was just so bad. And I was like, is anyone else having these problems? And they're like, no. And I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, it was so freaking gross. Then it got worse. Like, I got maggots in my trash can 4 times in a row. Like, it was unbelievably disgusting. I don't know what I was doing wrong. It was just so weird. And I was just like, I kind of took it as a sign of like, the energy is just not right here anymore. Like, it's time for me to like move on. Yeah, no maggots, no mosquitoes, no weird spiders. Like, the energy is so good in this house. And honestly, like, I wake up and I'm so thankful to just like be here in this space. Like, I can't even believe it, to be honest. And I almost have like, I remember my first couple nights here, I was taking a shower and I just started bawling in the shower because I came to like this realization, looking back when I was like 16, if I were to be single when I'm 25, like, this is exactly how I imagined my life. Just literally just being able to like wake up and just live life basically, and just, you know, do YouTube and like have my business and live in a beautiful high-rise apartment, drive a Range Rover. Like, I'm really out here just living my best life. I'm exactly where I would want to be. Yeah, I just had like a moment to myself and I was like, I am so proud of you, because like after all of the like stuff that you've gone through this past year, all of like the just getting like knocked down over and over and over again, it's like you still stood your ground and you still like picked yourself back up and acted like nothing was going on. I would have friends that knew what was going on in my life, and they're like, from the outside looking in, I would have never guessed how much trauma, how much shit you're going through. Like, I'm so like, you're handling it so well. And I'm like, really? Because I feel like a mess every single day, and I feel like my life is like falling apart, and just like all of these things. But honestly, it's all perspective, guys. I learned so much last year, and even though like it was really hard, I look back at it and I'm like, how did I survive? How did I freaking survive last year? I look at it and I'm just like, damn, but I learned and I grew so much. It was almost like every week I like learned something and I like grew, and like now I just feel like I'm so much wiser in like all aspects of my life. And like as much as I would hate to go through it, like that I had gone through it, like I'm glad that I did. Hope that you guys can support me on this journey. I would love for you guys to continue to support Karache Cosmetics, and also follow me on TikTok. That is probably where I'm gonna be like the most active. And if you aren't already, follow me on Instagram. All of my links are actually down below. I love you guys so much. This video is already so long, so I'm gonna just talk to you guys later. Good night and have an amazing new year.